There we go, finally. Alan! Oh, good. You're there, wait. Come back.
What?
Come back, please. Wait, what's this? My voice. Oh. Oh. Eek. Oh, you don't recognize me.
Let me guess, you're a doctor.
Funny story. You basically missed my previous body?
No.
The last time we met, I was about, what? Maybe 100? Now I'm like 500 years old. Oops.
Great.
What's going on? Yeah, I hate to tell you this, but when I regenerated for the first time, I forgot you. Like I didn't even remember your name or anything.
Okay. That's pretty normal.
You're not mad?
No.
Like basically I went basically for like 400 years without even remembering you existed.
Okay, and what happened? 'Cause that's pretty normal to me.
I went on with my life, like, as if I didn't even know you.
Okay, and like, what happened?
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Oh.
And then that's not a big deal.
I was traveling around with other companions that I cared about more than you.
Okay, and?
How are you not mad? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I am confused because nothing's happening, and
How long has it been since you last saw me? I tried to get the TARDIS to track you down as close to my timeline to when you last saw me as possible, so if it skipped like a couple...
50 years? I don't know. 50 years, I don't know. Maybe 10?
10 years.
Probably.
Oh. So...
What?
You realize I can't go back and act inside your timeline and change that, right?
Yeah, but I don't know why I would get mad at all.
That sheep was climbing that ladder. You saw that, right?
Or your TARDIS being stupid to me, or
Okay.
what?
Okay, this is gonna sound a little bit weird. I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that it's been 10 years, but if I just, are we even safe here?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll just ask you why I have the
I don't
chance.
even know what this place is, like.
If one
I
day,
found something weird here, too, but...
if one day,
later.
okay, if one day I just never came back, like, if this right here, if this moment in time was the last time we were to meet, and one day you're old on your deathbed, about to die, wishing that I would see you one last time, but you die with me not visiting you, would you die mad at me?
No.
But when you wonder,
That's the thing, I'm confused. Like, why are you...
why would you not be mad? We have a connection.
Well, I wouldn't be mad because you have a lot of stuff to do.
I know, but when you want to see me, like before you die? No?
Would you want to see a friend if you were about to die?
I don't know. Keep your friends close. And besides, okay, well,
Well, what is happening, okay?
I saw...
What you're saying doesn't sound like me. You're saying stuff that sounds like some random guy.
I found your son's grave during my travels. It says he died about a few weeks ago. And he died hating you because you never came to visit him.
He wasn't the same person. He never was.
And you know what makes me even a little bit mad?
What?
Is I discovered something about him that you kept from me.
What is it?
He's a Time Lord, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yes. Just tell me, is he a Time Lord or is he not? That's all you have to answer me. You don't have to tell me who he is.
I thought you knew that. I thought your father would tell you that. Jeez.
You mean my father knew?
Yeah.
He was a Time Lord all this time. I wasn't the last.
No.
So basically, I'm faced with a choice to kill the only other Time Lord left, which is my rival, the Master, or just have him go rogue everywhere. It's basically my choice is to either be the last,
Sorry, Alex.
to either have a rebel Time Lord, or have someone that is going to destroy everything, or be the last of my kind. That's my choice. Because you didn't tell me about him. I could have saved
I
him.
didn't want to tell you this, but if I were to care for him in time, your father would become evil.
There is something I do need to tell you about why I asked you that question, but there's something...
Yeah?
Is there a particular reason why you cannot tell me who he really is?
My son?
Yeah.
I first saw him, he was my son. He regenerated. Like, I've seen everyone regenerate.
Okay, how is he a Time Lord in the first place? Let me guess, you can't tell me, right?
No, it's actually pretty simple.
You know what? Fine. I don't even want to know.
You'll find out some point, and I just don't want to say it.
Probably. Fine, I'll just travel back in time one day. Maybe not right now. My mission is clear. Okay.
Oh, hang on. Listen.
Just don't. I'll find out, I guess.
No, not that. It's just, I don't know if your father or you have ever noticed it, but you never seen it. Whenever he saw me, after he graduated, he always hated me for no reason, and I just gave him what he wanted.
More like you abandoned him.
That's not only it, though. I never abandoned him. I thought he died. Because your fathers weren't born.
So? But he
And
became...
now he just completely hates me for nothing.
Okay, well... Anyway... Okay. This is going to sound a little bit strange, okay? But for a while, during one of my solo adventures, I was captured and put into a time loop which I couldn't escape until the very end. And while I was in a time loop, there was this mysterious person, like, saying this stuff to me, like, being all evil and stuff, trying to make my life miserable. And when I found out who he was you.
I don't know why, but I always have to just feel of curiosity.
Okay.
There's no reason about it. Like,
I did defeat him. I did defeat you in the future. And he was angry because I never came to see him again. From his point of perspective, from his point of view, I never came back for you. And thus he became evil. Oh wow, there was more than that. It's not the exact reason why he became evil, but it's what lit the fire.
What else happened?
Okay, I traced his timeline of origins of when this will happen, so let's be ready for when it does. 5 years from your point of view, you're going to get hit by this time corruption. You remember when the ship on...
Time corruption, hang on, time corruption. We fixed that, it keeps coming back up, right?
Okay, you remember when my father and...
No, hang on.
Yeah, we did fix it, but... Well, we fixed it from our point of view. Kind of. It's still happening. Oh, it's complicated. Okay, basically it's still happening. We fixed it, but we have to fix it again in order to counteract both of them, so it just disappears for good. Do you get any of that?
But hang on, listen,
Okay.
listen. Sorry I'm acting like a total jerk to my son, but he's acting so weird that I couldn't even stand it. Like,
Maybe he was overcome by that too?
and maybe that's why he wasn't the same person. If he died angrily, it wasn't him.
Okay. Basically, do you remember when my father and you went to that place in the future on a different planet where he ended up doing a terrible deed? He did something terrible. You remember that, right?
He threw off my son, yes.
No, he threw off this person. What was his name? I don't even remember what his name
He
was.
was my son.
No,
He
not
threw
your...
my son off a cliff.
No, not that place. The other place. That place where the ship exploded.
Oh. Yeah. I can still remember it. They would kill the wizard. We were trying to save him, and then the one guy, the one like 5 maybe, just died because of him.
He was all alone, wasn't he? And that's why my father did what he did. He just didn't want him to be alone, so he just ended his suffering by making him stay in the ship. Well, basically, okay, this is going to be hard to explain, but the only way a explosion like that you would need a very tremendous force, powerful enough to even cause the time corruption with that explosion of the ship. And the only thing really in this universe that has enough power is a TARDIS. And I don't even know how a TARDIS would even be on that ship in the first place. And since me and the Master are the only ones who have a TARDIS, then I would have to assume that it would be mine from the future, from a different point in time. Because I don't think it would be his. Which means he's going to trap me.
I didn't want to say this, but I know how to make a time machine, and I don't know if that's powerful enough, but if you said I was corrupted, that could have been me.
But you would have been killed in the explosion. Explosion would have destroyed... In order for it to destroy your time machine, it would have also destroyed you as well. You wouldn't have lived that. You would have been at the heart of the explosion.
I never built it yet. I know how to, though. With your father's memories.
So it would have been built, it would have exploded, the time corruption would happen, and it would hit you, but you would have died, wouldn't you? But how would you survive?
How would I survive?
How would that even be possible?
God. Okay. Your father had extra power and regeneration. He gave me a potion.
But listen, there would have been like, you would have been inside the ship when it exploded. The time machine would also explode, causing the time corruption. Or, say, if you weren't inside the ship, your time machine would be in close proximity where it would explode. But you would be right next to it. So how is it that you're not dead? Wouldn't you have been, like, your whole body been consumed by the explosion? Or would you manage to get away? I don't know. This is your future.
See, here's the thing. There's a lot of devices for teleportation. So with that power, with the power of the TARDIS explosion, I could teleport so far away that the time corruption would hit. That'd be out of here.
But
way out of here.
Well,
have you ever thought of that?
If you did make but if you made a time machine that could go wherever you wanted, but you didn't miscalculate, which I don't think you probably would have. Since you have my father's memories, you wouldn't miscalculate. You would have it, even if it's slipping away, you would have enough knowledge to get it right. So, the only other way that your machine could have ended up there is either you went there on purpose to fulfill that whole destiny trap thing, which I think it can be changed. It's not fixed. It's in flux. So either you do it on purpose, or somehow your machine gets its coordinates like screwed up. Maybe the Master. I would only seem to think that he would be involved in this, since it's he that caused me to change.
So. You know why?
Boy.
Just come down here. I don't think the Master's involved in this.
Boy.
I think his little machine is.
But he's out there somewhere. He's still out there. He's causing trouble somewhere, and I don't even know where he is. But I guess one day I'll find him.
Fuck. See this?
Does it work?
Only one lever. Could you really fall for this if this is a time machine? It only has one lever.
So, my TARDIS only has one lever right now.
Do you think one lever connected to one core would be able to travel through time?
Mine is connected to one core. I think.
No, yours is connected to, like, this is half a core. You have an entire core. This is half a core. Look. This is taking 2 meters of space. This is 1 meter. That is enough to cause time corruption.
Stay, stay, stay.
No. So that would mean 1 core. Oh. Okay, Doc. Doc, I gotta go.
I gotta go too. But my mission is clear. I do missions now because that's the kind of person I am.
We got this, okay? I gotta go.
Okay, I will see you again one day. I promised I'll figure out what's going on, and that thing in 5 years won't happen. I promise I'll keep the TARDIS relative to your time stream.